You know me. The one thing I like to mention is I'm the only one been to a Super Bowl.
Yeah.
You know, Super Bowl is coming up, and it's kind of like this, man. We are all gonna be on Tamron Hall. It was a big hit, a championship game to have her on the pivot, but for the pivot to be on the Tamron Hall show, that's the Super Bowl.
All I want to know is, can we get on FaceTime the night before to show each other what we're wearing?
No, absolutely not.
Why not?
Because I want the shock and amazement that y'all are gonna have when I actually do step onto the stage.
I don't like to FaceTime people.
You FaceTime, literally, the reason the show started is because you FaceTime me from your port. You should actually be grateful that I decided to do the show with the way you're keeping looking.
Welcome back. We are live. NFL stars Ryan Clark, Fred Taylor, Channing Crowder. Together they make up one of the hottest podcasts around, The Pivot. Did you wanted to FaceTime, Fred? You wanted to FaceTime to see who would wear the better outfit?
Yeah, we're brothers, man. We share everything. Right. I just wanted to take a peek. Because sometimes we have to get Channing together.
Yes.
Well,
But Channing did his thing.
So Channing is the more casual of
Yeah. I don't really have to work to visually impress people. So, like, really just throwing on stuff. You know, like, you have a Ferrari. Do you put rims on it? It's a Ferrari. Like, you just drive your Ferrari.
So, okay, but what did you say then when Ryan in his, what is his suit?
Oh, it's an Andre Julius original.
And I mean, look at Fred. He's giving me monochromatic greatness, if that's the word.
That is a word. That is a word.
Monochromatic.
Yeah.
He's giving me Baptist deacon. He's giving me Willy Wonka. And I'm giving you confident man.
Confident man.
With a Zara on.
Well, what he's giving you is that Asia bought that shirt
Asia,
for
your
us.
wife,
And
Asia,
that's
who we love on the show. When Channing was on the show and he started crying when you reunited your wife and the father that she never knew. Had you ever seen him cry? Because I know he's got the biggest smile, but he cried on national TV, which I was so touched by.
He's a sensitive soul, though he seems thick-skinned. I've watched The Lion King a ton of times. That's actually that's actually part of a song. But I think the one thing you learn about Channing is he is fun. I think he's the star of the podcast, but he loves his family.
He does.
And all the jokes
all
and
do.
all
You're
of that
all
stuff.
family, which when I appeared on their podcast, the number one asked question, what do you think it was?
What did Channing ask you?
No. Who's single? And I was like, none of them. Everybody wanted to know because I'll be very honest. When I went on the podcast, I didn't know what to expect. I thought, okay, they're going to talk about the Dallas Cowboys being terrible. These are all of your beautiful spouses.
Yeah.
Ryan, your wife, Yanka, Fred, Andrea, and Channing. Of course, we know Asia. I said, I didn't know what to expect. I'm going to go on this podcast. They're going to ask me sports questions, try to stump me. I didn't know. It was to date, and I've been doing this, and no insult to any reporters who've ever interviewed me, and there have been many, thankfully, the most thoughtful interview questions I've ever been asked were you guys.
Oh,
hands
thank you.
down.
Thank you so much.
Hands down. And that doesn't mean that, thank God I've been interviewed by some great writers, but you all, I said, you can't go in assuming. And I owe you an apology because I went in assuming, like, oh, it's a sports podcast, they're gonna talk trash about Dax.
And you were late.
And then I was late because my son, I had to pick up my son. I literally ran in like ashy legs. I'm like, oh, please don't kiss my legs. I was late because my son we had one of those parent days where I was trying to juggle both. I came in. You instantly, as parents, related to trying to have this pivot in your careers while juggling family and being competitive with the podcast.
Right, but that's what it's about. You get out, you grind, you work, but you got to get back home.
Yeah.
I know just talking about Channing and really just echoing what Ryan was saying, we come and do these trips and we pivot everywhere to try and make it happen. Channing's always, actually Channing started it. He's always on the first thing smoking. As soon as we're done, hustling to the airport. He didn't know anything about TSA. He didn't know about being able to download your boarding pass on your phone.
Because you guys always fly private with teams.
No, ma'am. We fly, well, we're flying on charters, but
right.
together, we just flying commercial. But Channing had nothing. No TSA no clear.
So he risked missing a lot of those flights because he would rush home. But then he hooked himself up and it made it seamless. And now we all do it.
Now
like we come in, handle our business, and get back because it's about family. And during our playing careers, we didn't have those opportunities to always be right there. But whenever we got away from it, we had to make sure family was
Well, you
priority.
said Channing didn't have TSA or clear, but he does have this thing coming up. Why is this very big, grown man, well-dressed man, traveling through airports of America like this? What is going on after the break? What is this? Welcome back. I'm back with the host of the Pivot Podcast. That was Channing using his new favorite mode of transportation. It's a motorized suitcase?
It's the most amazing thing ever created. I'm
Did you
talking
buy
about
it for yourself? Where did you get this?
since electricity, since air conditioning. The ride bot. My wife knows. I had 17 knee surgeries.
17?
Yes, throughout my playing career. So my wife knows that, when I have to move and travel a lot, like, it's tough on me. I come home and I'll be limping and my back starts hurting. Right. So for Christmas, Asia got me the ride bot, and they tease me. People look at me crazy in the airport.
Understandably.
And I just
How
wave
tall are you?
and smile.
I mean, you're a big guy.
Yes, yeah.
How tall are you?
6'3", 250.
250. What is the weight limit?
250.
It's crazy.
I throw the book bag on and I might be
You're
a little...
over the weight limit.
Yeah, that was me filming him in the airport. So imagine being with him. So I went from leaving him at TSA security to he now leaving me in the terminal.
Oh
It's actually pretty
gosh.
fast.
It
It's
is.
really fast.
Not when you're over the weight capacity.
It's still pretty fast.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm gonna get me one now. I'm hating it because these shoes are killing me today. I already told my feet.
I think a lot of people should take on embarrassment is put on yourself.
Right.
Other people can't embarrass you. You feel embarrassed.
Right, which is,
I don't understand embarrassment.
I believe that, which is, when you came on our show, he was talking about going to nudist colony camps or whatever with Asia. The audience, you missed that episode, rewind it. Because you don't, but we got it, before you go now, okay, so you're headed from here, you're going to Vegas for the Pro Bowl.
Yes.
Then you got the big dance.
Yes.
I'm excited about Rihanna,
Yeah.
since my Cowboys aren't in.
So what I've heard is it's more so that they've scheduled a game around the Rihanna concert.
That's pretty much, it's Rihanna.
Oh, I'm sorry, Rihanna.
Thank
I
you.
apologize.
All right,
yes,
thank
ma'am.
you.
I'm
All right.
correct.
All right, so who do we have? We got the Eagles, 49ers, Chiefs, and Bengals. We have some Steelers fans in here with their
Yeah, we're not
terrible
in it
towels.
today.
So unfortunately, you did not qualify.
Whoa.
I know, I'm sorry. So, okay, who's going to win the Super Bowl? Channing.
I gotta go with the Cincinnati
So
Bengals.
Channing is going with the Bengals. Fred.
Joe Burrow, Bengals.
Bengals.
I'm going with Cincinnati. They beat Philly.
Okay, so I would propose a bet. My team loves for me to wager, not money. So I'm willing to, if you are wrong, wager a bet. If you guys are wrong, I want you to wear this. It has your name on it, individualized, in your sizes.
We make it work.
Channing, you will be wearing this
Ready?
because
We make it work.
I have taken the abuse from you about the Dallas Cowboys.
Okay.
I've had to put up with it since I met y'all.
Okay.
And I'm just tired of it. So I want you in, and I got extra small half shirt size.
You should have got Channing a crop top.
Okay, so my pick for the Super Bowl, the Eagles.
Okay.
The Eagles are gonna win the Super Bowl. Eagles are gonna win the Super Bowl.
Well, we don't want you to walk around with our faces on your shirt, right? But you are gonna have to wear this T-shirt. But wait. There's one more stipulation.
If I'm wrong.
If you're wrong.
Okay.
You have to ride around on Channing's luggage. All right? So just know
like that.
it's not just about the shirt. And two, we want you to dress as this Tamron Hall when you ride around in the luggage.
All right, so if the Eagles don't win, look for me in an airport near you with this and Channing's luggage. And I'm not going to put on this because my husband would be my ex-husband if I were going to ride like this. But I got it. I'm sweating right now because I'm a little worried. Maybe I should change my bed. Yeah, you can have it. I adore you guys. You are the best at what you do, and you inspire people to pivot, and that's what's important. Ryan, Fred, Channing,